Hello. I don't know why I'm always laughing, but when it goes live, it just kind of like surprises me. And I'm like, I don't know what's
The
happening.
excitement giggle.
Yeah, the excitement giggle. My daughter always laughs a little when she gets a little nervous. So maybe she got it from me. It's hard to
I do
say.
too. If I don't know the answer, I'll laugh.
So
Take
here
it
we are
out.
laughing all the time. Oh goodness. Well, it's Friday. It's
Happy
Friday.
Friday. I
Happy
know.
Friday.
And here
I
we
know.
are working.
I know, but it's an all in good company.
Yes, it is. I think
Yes,
we are missing a glass of wine, but we are virtually having one.
we're virtually having one, and we can have one right after this, and it'll all
Yes,
be good. Yeah.
agreed.
So I am so excited to be here, everyone. So to all of you out there, I hope that you had a wonderful weekend, and it's Friday, and hopefully you're relaxing with your families. But if you are scrolling the news feed, we invite you to listen. And for those who don't know me, I'm Lisa Harris, and I am the CEO and founder of Lisa Harris and Company. And Lisa Harris and Company is a personal development company that connects, guides, and transforms women's lives through the power of storytelling. And we are really excited because we have our second 2021 event coming up next week. And I want to tell you a little bit about what we're doing this year with our events. So, for those who have been watching our mini interviews over the past week, we are doing events in 2021 that are all online, but they're really a space for women to connect, comfort, and share. And we are really focusing on topics that are at the root of many of the stories that women share with me. And this one has absolutely bubbled up many, many times and has stirred a lot of great conversations and reflection work internally in a lot of the Uncover Your Truth courses that we have been going through. So it was important to highlight this topic. And we're excited because this year we're inviting women in our community to co-host and lead these conversations. So it won't be all me, which I'm sure everyone's tired of seeing my face around. So I am really opening up this space to some incredible women that I've gotten to know and new women who want to really share and lead in this discussion. So tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Youa. Youa has been a new sister in our platform. We met each other a short while ago at the end of 2020 through a mutual friend, and Youa had the opportunity to go through our Uncover Your Truth course. And when we said we were looking for co-hosts, Youa raised her hand, and this topic spoke to her. So I really want to turn it over to our friend Youa and have her tell you a little bit about herself and maybe talk a little bit about this topic or maybe what it means to her. And we're going to take it from there. So would you like to introduce yourself, Youa?
I would love to. Thank you so much, Lisa. It is always such a pleasure to be able to share some space with you. I know you have touched so many other women's lives with your platform and just daily. So it really, truly is a very unique experience for me to be here today. So, as Lisa said, I did attend her Uncover Your Truth class back in late January of this year. And during that process, my mother was actually, she lost her dad. And I had to escort her to her father's funeral. And it opened up a whole floodgates of not just emotions, but also just made me reflect a lot on my relationship with her. So during the course, I was already going through a lot of these mother-daughter relationship reflections, and it just when this topic came up, and Lisa nudged me a little to co-host just because it was a topic I had talked about so many times before. It just kind of all made sense. So I'm so excited to be here. A little bit about my background and who I am for those of you who don't know me. So my name is Youa, and I am of Hmong descent. My family immigrated after the Vietnam War to France, and that's where my siblings and I grew up, along with a lot of our cousins, aunts and uncles. And then in my teenage years, we came here to the US. That was in the mid 90s. And it's been a very interesting progression for not just myself, but for my family as well. And I think all of those different stages of my life, living in France and then adapting to here, living in the US, really created some chaos at home with my mother and I, and we didn't have the best relationship growing up. I was definitely fighting a lot of the cultural expectations of me as a Hmong woman. But I knew very young that that was just not my path, and there's nothing wrong with our culture. What I mean by that is I just knew that I wanted to reach beyond my cultural, I guess, expectations that were set around me. Yeah. And so it created a lot of chaos, and it took a very interesting journey for my mom and I to be where we are today. I'm very happy to say that I can honestly say she is one of my best friends today. We talk a lot on the phone and we laugh a lot, actually. She's a very funny lady. I never knew that growing up. To me, she just seems so stern and, always reminding me of all the rules and expectations. And now all we do is tell silly jokes and make fun of each other and other people, and we laugh, and it's just great. Yeah. So.
Well, I thank you for sharing a little bit of yourself with our audience, because what's always been important to me in this platform is making sure that not only the women themselves are diverse, but the stories are diverse. And I think it's really important to create an environment that we're going to have next Thursday where there's all these different experiences of this mother-daughter relationship. And I think what's really unique with what you'll be able to bring to the table, as well as some of my own stories, is, the cultural impact that happens on a mother and daughter, especially with an immigration story such as yours, or, my mom immigrating from the Philippines. There's a lot of cultural expectations, and a lot of those expectations haven't changed over time, especially as it relates to women. And so there's a really interesting dynamics that happens between mothers and daughters in general, right? Yes. And then we're talking about these cultural influences. So I'm really, really honored and so happy to get to know you over the past few months.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been such a joy, and I'm excited to see this group to come together and what you'll be able to share with everyone about you. And I think it's really going to help others reflect on their own journeys with their mothers. And it's funny because you were mentioning earlier, I had forgotten that in the middle of the course, there was that one day that you were traveling since your grandfather had passed. And I remember you coming back and everything kind of shifted for you. Because there was that long car ride with you and your mom and your siblings. Maybe was it just
my mom and my baby sister, and it was almost like a spiritual journey I need to take. It's so weird. It's definitely sad that it was my grandpa's passing. But it meant so much to me and my mom, beyond just her burying her father. So I was very grateful for the experience and the fact that it happened in the middle of your class, and I was able to kind of share on the platform, and everything just felt it felt like I needed all of that, and it all came into place. It just happened at the right time.
Yeah, the timing for you was just incredible. I couldn't believe it.
But also for women who, are curious about the platform and maybe don't really know what it's about, because maybe I didn't do a great job explaining to some of my close friends and family. But what I fell in love with on your platform is just the vulnerability and the openness of all the women who come together. Even as strangers, we you're able to create such a safe and understanding space where sometimes we don't even really know we need it.
Yeah.
And we come as an attendee, and originally I was not ready to share anything. I think
I know.
I attended because my girlfriend Whitney just kept pushing me to attend. And so when I finally did, all of that clicked and things happened, and the support system was there, and all the women were so supportive of each other, and we had such a diverse background that we came from, but yet we
Yes.
had a sisterhood kind of just pre-built in there somewhere, just because we're all women. And that's just such a unique thing that you just don't get by going to the bar and meeting people. It's just a very different space. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I love the space. I love the space. It fills me up too. And I say that to many of the people who I've met over the years. In many ways, the work that I do today healed me, saved me, helped me to grow and develop in just tremendous ways. And I couldn't have done that by myself. And I really attribute that to the women and the stories and my own writing journey that kind of took me in a place that I never expected to go. So I'm just glad to gift what I can back to the women that I meet. But it has been really exciting, and I appreciate your thoughts and your comments. But we're just excited to hear more about you.
Yes.
And for anybody who's out there that is intrigued or exploring their relationship with their mothers right now, we invite you to join us next week. So it's Thursday, May 20th from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's going to be online. It's an online event, so women all over the country can join us. And we have expanded beyond the Twin Cities, and we're really excited about that. So we invite you to join us. It's called Becoming My Mother, Mother-Daughter Relationships. And we have 4 incredible women who are co-hosting. And we encourage you to check it out. We're going to include all the links on this post. And if you have any questions, just comment and let us know. But we look forward to seeing you. And I think that's it. I'll let you have your glass of wine.
I will. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much, Youa. All right, ladies, and whoever else is watching us, we will see you next time. But we hope to see you at the event for sure. Yeah. So that's it. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Bye.